Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock. I call this Sawyer County Public Safety Committee meeting to order. Can we have roll call, please?
Ron Buckholz.
Present.
Mark Helwig.
Yes.
Jeff Haney. Marshall Svitsky. Jim Evans. You have a quorum.
Okay, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Certification of compliance with the open meeting law.
This meeting was noticed to the media and the public as required by section 19.84 of the Wisconsin statutes.
Okay, thank you. Meeting agenda is set. Number 7, public comment. Do we have anybody that wants to speak? Anybody online? No. Not? All right. Number 8, approval of the February 5th meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion by Mr. Helwig and a second by, who made that? Mr. Evans, to approve the February safety minutes. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Number 9, clerk of courts, Marge.
Just nothing to add, just wondering if you have any questions on my report.
Did everybody look at her report? Any questions with it? Okay. Not? Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 10, the sheriff's department. Lieutenant?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you can see, our call volume decreased from where it was last month, usually due to the short time of the month. Our 3-month trend shows December of 25 was 530 calls for service, January 26 was 794, and in February we had 550. This was also a decrease from where we were at last year at this time. For the reporting period, our deputies on patrol have issued 21 citations for traffic, 14 written warnings, and 5 non-traffic citations. And per community maps, there have been 17 total crashes in our county, 7 with personal injury, and no fatalities so far in the year. We had a very successful 2026 Birkebeiner with no major incidents. We think that it was probably one of the most smooth running events for our command staff that we had in past years. We're actively hiring a full-time patrol deputy to fill the vacancy that was created with our retirement and promotions, and hope to have this position filled in the coming month. We've begun receiving the first of our 2026 squad cars. 4 of them have arrived to our vendor down in Eau Claire for upfitting, and we are applying for another body cam grant under the Small, Rural, and Tribal BWC program under the Wisconsin Department of Justice to assist us in sustaining our program, which contract ends in 2027. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Good report. What kind of squad cars are we getting?
Now we have a mix right now. We have 1 Durango that was delivered and is currently upfitting. We have 3 Explorers that are now just got shipped over, and we're awaiting the arrival of 1 Tahoe.
Oh, okay. Good deal. All right, any questions? Any questions for the Lieutenant? No? All right. Number B, jail report. Sheriff, are you handling that?
I am.
All right.
The chief and jail lieutenant are on vacation and in Mexico. Hopefully they return safely. Before I get into the jail report, I just want to brief the committee. This last weekend, Rusk County reported a missing person in a missing vehicle. And several of our deputies Monday afternoon intercepted the vehicle, made contact with the driver. Long story short, the driver ended up being a suspect, which turned out to be a homicide. And so we have the individual in our facility here. He's also being held on a probation warrant. But we're working with Rusk County and Department of Criminal Investigation on the matter, and he's probably going to end up going to Rusk County Jail here soon. But at this point, we do have him, and there was a second person taken into custody that's being held in Rusk County as well. So great working relationship with Rusk County, and everything turned out well, and we've assisted them in the follow-up as well. It happened in Rusk County, but there was some items of interest that were recovered in Sawyer County, so.
Oh, good job.
So the jail report, our daily population for February was 59. Year to date, we're running at that 60 mark. As you can see, probation, incarceration is just over a third, and pre-sentence and sentence is just under a third. So we always it always seems to be around that 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 between the three. We do have one on electronic monitoring, and the day of the report was 55. Our unemployment rate continues to come down as our jail population comes down. Working people are less likely to get into trouble.
Good deal.
And I think the rest is pretty self-explanatory. If anybody has any questions, happy to answer.
Any questions for the sheriff? All right, thank you, Sheriff. All right, number C, communications report, Director Rapinski, you're up.
Good morning, thank you. The joint powers were submitted to the state of Wisconsin, received them all from the surrounding municipalities. Like Lieutenant said, we worked closely. The month of February was consumed by Berkey planning. It went off very well this year, everything went smoothly. Our communications center was actually housed in the Douglas County Command Post trailer, which we borrowed from them, which eliminated a lot of confusion on the radios during Berkey and effectively led to efficient response for skiers and those watching, so that was helpful. We did hire 2 dispatchers full-time at the beginning of the month in February, Michaela Kosterman and Amber Elcombe. They started February 8th. We have 1 full-time vacancy left in the communications center. There is a typo in the total number of CAD calls from the year to date. So the year to date for February, since the last report, was 1,410 calls for service. And our 911 center received 5,444 calls as of February 23rd. That's between non-emergency and 911 calls. For emergency management, I did submit the EMPG grant, which was approved and awarded by the state. So we should be receiving those funds. It'll just be later than normal this year. Other than that, also we'll be attending the Court Safety and Security Conference along with Court Services later this month. And I'll also be attending and helping promote the Joint Information System Center planning for tribal, state, and local PIOs on March 31st, which will be held in Washburn County. If anyone is interested, it's for any of those interested in being involved in a Joint Information Center in the event of an emergency. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Director.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, go ahead.
If I could just add before you move on here, when it comes to the Berkey, this was my 44th Berkey and it's gonna be my last. And the one thing I'll say about our Berkeys is, when I first started, there was 4,000 skiers. And we're right at that 14,000 mark today. And a lot of things have changed over the years, and the bridges have made a difference in our community. And, you know, it used to be it pretty much shut the county and the community totally down. And I think the joint effort with law enforcement, the utility works, and other infrastructure here working with the Berkey has made a huge difference. We have our debriefing sessions with the Berkey, and a great relationship with all the needed support they have there, and it's really made a difference over the years.
Good deal. So anybody have any questions for Director Rapinski on her report? All right, thank you. All right, number 11, code enforcement. She's not here, but she did submit us a report. Does anybody have any questions with her report? Not. We'll move on to child support. Ms. Okemo ain't here, but she did submit a report. Anybody have any questions with that report? If not, we're down to number 13, emergency services. Mr. Fremmel is not with us today, but he did submit a report, and it's a pretty good report. Anybody have any questions on that report? Okay, if not, number 14, criminal justice coordinator council update. Mike.
Thank you. We did have a meeting last month, which we had a couple months without one because of lack of quorum. We did make some changes to the bylaws so that having a quorum in the future will make it a little easier. And that did go through county board and get passed. Some good news, Justice Point received a $10,000 private grant for the work that they do, which is huge. That's the first time I've heard of them getting a grant, or not a grant, a donation. So that's really good. Dave Dixon spoke at the last meeting, and he is on the board now as well. But they have some additional space for kids in their Wednesday night programming. So he's just asking for people to reach out for that. And also, it was mentioned that Weiss Library has programming on Monday, and they've expanded from one group to two, so they also have space. So just trying to provide avenues for some of our kids to have something to do to keep them occupied and have some good mentors around them. The last thing is that the Hayward United Methodist Church pastor spoke, and she talked about the homeless situation and what, she's kind of leading some efforts to help with that. And they're looking at a facility that would be for a one-night stay at a time, not for someone to come and stay indefinitely, but they're searching for that. And in the meantime, people in need should reach out to the Salvation Army as their first line of interaction. That's all I have.
Good deal. Any questions? Okay, number 15, board appointment committee updates. Anybody have anything they want to share? Okay, not. Number 16, correspondence reports from conferences and meetings. Okay, nothing. Future agenda items. Mike, maybe, and Laura, we should put on there maybe an update on the tower. Just, give the committee an update on it. So I have nothing else put on there. Anybody else want to add anything? Okay, not. I want to thank everybody. Good reports. We are adjourned.